What do you want now? Jesse was playing around near that bomb? Oh, great John Henry. What kind of monster has this wall made me into? Nearly killed my own. Rangers, if it wasn't for you, I would be blowing my brains out right now. I owe you my life. My daughter's life. Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just name it. If that's what you want, okay. I'll show you where it is. Who knows? Maybe it'll stop the Topekans from killing us. This way.
The Rangers!
It's hidden in the seesaw.
My heroes!
You'll have to break it apart to find it. Take it.
The Rangers! My heroes!
Man, if dust was gold, these people would be rich. The Topekans have been treating these people like shit.
Now we can continue our righteous war with those damned Atchisons unbothered. A small token of gratitude is yours. This is good. Thank you, Rangers. Now we no longer have to hang these Atchisons one by one to try to convince them to give it back. Now, we can get rid of them altogether. Please, give the good news to the engineer. I have things to discuss with my choppers. Choppers! The shoe has been returned at last. We can finally move against the Atchisons in force.
Gee, I usually only get to go in here on important occasions.
Thanks finally going to have our revenge. Now, how can I help you?
These fools, cutting off their noses to spite their faces. Atchisons, Topekans, I see no difference. They're all idiots. An apology from both sides, and Arizona has a railroad again. But they just
Man
can't.
ain't nothing but a man. And before I let that steel drill beat me down, I'll die with the hammer in my hand. Lord, Lord, I'll die with the hammer in my hand. John Henry was a driving on the mountain, and his hand was a flashing fire. In the last words I heard that old voice say, give me cool drinking water before I die. Lord, Lord, give me cool drinking water before I die.
Choppers, keep an eye on the golden spike. Don't let anyone near it. Welcome. My people have told me how you saved the Parker boy from drowning. It is an honor to speak to such brave heroes. How can I help you? It was the Atchisons, wasn't it? Their bombs have been killing and maiming us by the dozens. That we once considered them brothers is unthinkable. They claim we've stolen their precious golden spike, and it was never theirs to begin with. Our conflicts with them will not end until each and every Atchison hangs. I'll have one of my choppers assist the poor man. They don't rob trains. They steal rails and sell them for scrap. Now they hover above us like buzzards, waiting for us and the Atchisons to kill each other so they can swoop in and scrap our train cars and our locomotives. Filthy scavengers. Help with what? If you wish to help us with outside threats, then you are welcome. Handle our internal conflicts on our own, thank you. Stay out of it. I normally don't approve of Topekans traveling with outsiders, but in this case there is no loss to the tribe. They do not fight with honor. They sabotage and plant bombs like cowards and weaklings. It is only because I continue to hope for peace that I have not killed them all. Instead, I make examples of their worst offenders, in hopes the rest will learn. The sacred golden spike was given to our forefathers before the apocalypse by the hammer god John Henry, and is a symbol of our right to rule all the rail tribes. It is our most sacred relic. The Atchisons believe it is theirs alone, but they are liars and shall never have it. I am very tired of telling it, but if I must. Once, the Atchisons and the Topekans worked together in harmony. But then Casey James became angry with us because he believed the golden spike was Atchison property, and that we'd stolen it from them and grown wealthy because of it. He told his people to sabotage the rails, causing our first train to wreck. We have been at war ever since. They are my personal guard, men so loyal that they severed their left arms when I lost mine in the great train wreck. Our greatest threat at the moment is these rail thieves who have set up a hideout somewhere near the Atchison camp, and who are ambushing anyone who dares travel the road between us. How are we supposed to conduct a war with our bitterest enemies when these bandits attack our war parties? It is a great inconvenience. I told you before, our private affairs are not your concern. Besides, I doubt it's possible. The first of our tribe, and the greatest, a fighter of robots and a driver of steel, who laid all the rails you have ever seen, and died with his hammer in his hand. Lord. We are a peaceful people, honest traders who once crossed the wastes like gods upon our iron horse. And we will again, as soon as we have taken back from the Atchisons what is rightfully ours. The leader of the Atchisons. Once we were friends. We worked side by side. He to maintain the rails, I to maintain the trains. Now he is my enemy, and uses the weapons of a coward. A quick death is too good for him. How could I steal it when it was ours to begin with? And besides, the Golden Spike is all our property, Topekans and Atchisons alike. We don't keep it in our town hall because we want to keep it out of Atchison hands. We keep it here because the hall is secure, unlike their impoverished little camp. Of course I am! I was driving that train personally, and it was not I who wrecked it. And the Atchisons didn't stop there. Now they've stolen essential parts from our second train, and we can no longer travel or trade. They have stolen our livelihood. Until the brake shoe is returned, we are at war. Once we worked hand in hand with the Atchisons. We tended the trains, they tended the rails. It grieves me that we fight. We have tried to make peace since then, but they continue their aggressions, stealing essential parts, planting bombs, and so the feud continues. Yes, to honor me and the arm I lost in the wreck. Do not think it makes them less dangerous. They can still kick your asses. The Atchisons' greatest sabotage. They smashed the ties, and our train derailed. I was driving that train, and lost my arm in the wreck. Now I can never drive again. I will never forgive the Atchisons for that. Now that is the true spirit of the Desert Rangers. Protecting the wastes from lawless scum, not telling law-abiding citizens how to solve their problems. Thank you, Rangers. I would welcome your help in this matter. The display case is locked, and my choppers are on guard at all times, and will attack anyone who attempts to take it. They do not. Another reason I still try to make peace with them. We haven't the skill to fix the rails, and it will take time to learn. We keep hoping the Atchisons will stop their atrocities and return to the bargaining table so that we can work together again. But it doesn't seem to matter how many of them I hang. They still won't see sense. It's impossible. Even the strongest man needs 2 arms to drive a train. Keep out of our business, Rangers.
Chief Tekaba, good to see you. General Vargas sends his regards.
This is why Jesse comes to see me in the Topeka camp. There's nothing here.
Who's there? Don't get in my way, Rangers. I'm going to end it all. End the feud before it ends us. It's already taken everything from me. My sons, my husband, my sister who married a Topekan, and her daughter too. Master Kekaba hung my menfolk, and Casey James's bombs blew up my womenfolk. All because of pride and selfishness. Well, I'll make an end of both of them. There are no Topekans, and no Atchisons either. Those names don't mean anything. We're all the same tribe. We all wander and work the rails. Folks just like to have an us and a them, so they can blame things on somebody other than themselves. Idiots. A prideful fool who thinks he's a king. He's letting his people starve rather than make peace. All because he thinks somebody's gotta be punished for something that weren't nothing but an accident. All the Atchison men are hanging from the Topekan's gate. We've lost a whole generation to this feud. It's long past time for the women to stop it. He may be my leader, but he's as much of a fool as Kekaba. He'd rather have a worthless symbol in his hand than food in the bellies of his people. Casey will deny it, of course, but he's the one who plants all those bombs. He says he'll stop when Kekaba stops hanging Atchisons, and Kekaba says he'll stop hanging when Casey stops bombing. And it goes on and on and on. Well, no more. Casey's bombs didn't pick and choose. He said he was sorry my kin got killed, but it was their fault for being related to Topekans. I say it's his fault for planting the bombs. Why should I be? We're just another bunch of murderers, just like the Topekans. Give me one good reason why. Do you think you'll be able to make peace between those fools? Or maybe you want to kill them before I do. I'll believe it when I see it. But okay, I'll stay my hand until the next Atchison or Topekan dies. If there's another death in this feud, then I'm taking heads. First Kekaba's, then Casey's, then mine. I'll be watching, Rangers.
Look at all this cool junk.
Come on, arrest me. Come on, arrest me. So, Rangers, you come to take me down? Well, I've had a good run. Just don't expect me to go quiet. I got work to do here, and I ain't leaving till it's done. That fool Ranger came around here a few weeks back, wanted to take me in for questioning. I sent him packing, just like I'll do to you. Yeah, you know, for all my countless crimes, I bet you Rangers have a file on me a mile thick. I'm Adian Bomacetabole, known as the Chisel. You must heard of me. I'm the last of the hard men. You savvy? Huh? Ain't it obvious? I'm Casey James, security chief. Too many to name. Crimes, misdemeanors, rude things. You calling me soft? I've shot men for less. A lot less. Why do they call me the Chisel? Everybody knows why they call me the Chisel. It's because I... Well, what do you know? I forgot why they call me that. I'm a security chief, ain't I? I provide protection against them rail thieves and them Topekans
and he provides me with a yurt to stay in. Maybe not the best price I've ever charged, but you just watch your step, whippersnapper. I'll earn every penny. Damn right I am, and until this war with them Topekans is over, I ain't going nowhere. I'll turn myself in when the fighting's done, but not before. That's right. Knew I'd scare 'em off sooner or later. Tales of the chisel wreak terror in the hearts of weaker men. You're standing it, and I hate these goddamn hippie teepees. Still, I beat sleeping out in the dust with them, lizards. And good riddance, coppers. You kids need to get off my damn lawn.
The Rangers, my heroes. Rangers, my heroes.
This conflict has killed his soul.
Who are you working
and
for,
his
Rangers?
Conscience.
My scout said you Rangers took out the rail thieves. Guessing you did it on orders from the Topekans, but I'm obliged anyway. Damn, Rangers. Didn't expect that. Thank John Henry for small favors, I suppose. Why don't you take this little baby as a sign of my thanks? I was saving it for a special Topekan, but you'll make better use of it, I bet. Why would you think that had anything to do with me? There's plenty of coffee cans lying around in the world. The people with money, maybe. Well, we Atchinsons may be poorer than dirt, but we can still fight. Remember that, Rangers, the next time you take orders from your Topekan masters. Yeah, we'll see. At least with them gone, we can get back to fighting this war proper. Huh! You Rangers are comedians, truly. The Topekans have destroyed us. Killed our brothers, stolen our most sacred relic, robbed us of our livelihood, and driven us into the wastes where we're easy prey for the rail thieves. Are those problem enough? The Topekans think they're the gods of the railway, and we're just their slaves. Well, they might run the trains, but we Atchinsons lay the tracks and keep them in shape. And we ought to get our share of the profit from all the rail trade. That's what this is all really about. Blaming us for wrecking the train? That's just Kekema trying to justify not giving us our share. Well, we're not going to take it. You didn't see the corpses hanging from the Topekans' gate? You didn't see all the women walking around here with no men at their sides? Well, we don't take that kind of thing lying down. Every time the Topekans lynch an Atchison, well, let's just say we believe in an eye for an eye around here. Damn fools never learn, though. The Topekans wrecked engine number 9, their first train. because they didn't maintain its brakes. Then they accused us of sabotaging the rails and stole our golden spike, saying we weren't worthy of it. Well, we couldn't let that go unanswered, so we stole a part from old 97. And now there are no trains running, which means no trade, no money, and no food. We're living on dirt here. Lord knows we've tried to make peace, but they just won't listen to reason. Look where we're living. You think we like it here? We used to live in the main camp with the Topekans. They were our friends. Now we're in the weeds with that goddamn rail thieves between us and our rightful home. And it's no good telling us to move somewhere else. Working on the railroad is all we know. We're not going to let that asshole Kekaba force us to change our ways. Engine number 9. It's dead and buried in the desert just outside the camp. A monument to the stubbornness and stupidity of the Topekans. That one-armed bandit, he couldn't stand that the peons who laid the rails got an equal share from the rail trade. The greedy bastard wanted it all for himself. Huh. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't wreck engine number 9 on purpose, just to have a reason to rob us of our half and keep the golden spike for himself. Atchison women have always worked side by side with Atchison men. Now they fight side by side with them, but the Topekans only hang our menfolk. They're saving the women for something else. Before the Topekans betrayed us, those rails were in perfect shape, and they will be again once they stop killing us and give back our spike, but not before. The golden spike was given to the Atchisons by the hammer god himself, John Henry. It's a symbol of our long years of working on the railroad all the livelong day. Those Topekans stole it. They stole everything. We'll give the part back when they give back the spike. It's all on them. They're starving too. All they gotta do is give the spike back and we're all back in business. No more deaths, no more broken track. We all shake hands and make peace. I don't think you can steal the brake shoe back for them. You'll never find it. Absolutely I do. But they'll have to give our spike back, share the wealth, and stop killing us. I don't see any other way. You think John Henry is their god? The Topekans drive trains. They don't lay track. Why would they worship a god who pounds spikes into railroad ties? Well, I'll tell you why. Because their god is embarrassing. Who wants to worship Choo Choo Charlie? Who wants a train whistle as their holy relic? John Henry is cool. So is a golden spike. So they took them both and kicked us out. That spike is ours by right. There will be no peace until we get it back. Who said we weren't killing anybody? It's the wrath of John Henry that's killing them, not us. And all they have to do is appease him and give us back the spike. They can end this endless war anytime they want. I kid you not. The world's most famous engineer is some kid from a box of candy. That's who the Atchinsons worshipped until they stole our god. I do want it to end. You think I want my girl Jessie to be fighting Topekans when she's my age? But it ain't us that keeps it going, it's them. We could have the train ready to roll in an hour if they stopped killing us and gave us back the spike. All we'd have to do is give back their brake shoe, lay a few rails and pound a few spikes, and old 97 could roll out today. But they ain't gonna do the right thing, so it ain't gonna happen. Jessie was playing around near that bomb? Oh, great John Henry. What kind of monster has this wall made me into? I nearly killed my own. Rangers, if it wasn't for you, I would be blowing my brains out right now. I owe you my life. My daughter's life. Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just name it. All right, you win. This war's done nothing but kill children on both sides. I don't know why I couldn't see it until my own daughter was threatened, but, well, go tell Kekaba I'm done killing and ready to bargain. Have them meet us at the entrance to our camp and we'll hash this out. We'll bring the brake shoe and fix the rails in exchange for the spike and half the profits from the rail trade. But the spike must return to us. That is not negotiable. We can't both have it. Yes, I made the bombs. John Henry have mercy on me. How else are we supposed to fight the Topekans? You've seen our camp. We have no men left to meet them face to face. Just kids and broken old fools like myself. And I am a fool. God, Jesse, how can I ever... Might not be polite, but the sooner you're gone, the better.
Copy, Echo. Echo, congratulations, Echo.
The Rangers, my heroes.
Man, if dust was gold, these people would be rich. The Topekans have been treating these people like shit.
Another visit, Rangers? Why have you returned? Thank you, Rangers. Now we can continue our righteous war with those damned Atchisons unbothered. Small token of gratitude is yours. Did I not tell you to stay out of our affairs? Well, what's done is done. What exactly are his terms? These are the same demands he has always made. What's in it for me? He gets everything he wants, and I still have one arm and can't drive my train. Give me one good reason why I should change my mind when he has not changed his. It is true, ending our feud with the Atchisons would allow us to trade again. But why should those murderers share in the profits after all they've done? I want an end to this war as badly as Casey James does. But it seems all the sacrifice is on our side. I am not prepared to make peace unless he gives up something too. You think reminding me of the wreck the Atchisons caused, the wreck that cost me my arm, will make me change my mind? I should kill you for this insult. But no. You are right. We Topekans have learned a sad truth in this war. We cannot ride the rails alone. We need the Atchisons just as they need us. But the debt in blood. I don't see how Casey James can ever spill enough to repay it. I'm afraid No. Wait. I know what to do. All right, Rangers. Go to Casey at the entrance to the Atchison camp and tell him this. If, in addition to returning the brake shoe and repairing the rails, he is willing to lose his left arm, then I am willing to give the Atchisons half our profits and welcome them back into our camp. But the Golden Spike stays with us. That is not negotiable. We can't both have it. I will be there shortly with the Golden Spike, ready to deal. But if this is some kind of trick, I'll pound that spike through his heart. Choppers, bring me the Golden Spike.
Go, Rangers, and may you speak with silver tongues.
All right, we're here. What does Kekaba have to say for himself? Then there's no deal. After what I've done, I'm willing to lose my arm. I deserve worse than that. But we won't give up the golden spike. Our heritage isn't negotiable. We can't both have it. You tell Kekaba what I said. Well, we're waiting. You tell Kekaba what I said.
Deal or no deal? I knew that stubborn fool wouldn't bend. Well, we can't both have the spike. Don't blame yourself. Blame that terrorist, Casey Jane. Kill them! In John Henry's name! My choppers, we are victorious! The Atchison plague has been scoured. We return home to glory and peace.
That should work.
You're back. Can I be your bodyguard? Darn. Well, if you need a bodyguard, let me know. You're back. Can I be your bodyguard again? Darn. Well, if you need a bodyguard, let me know.
Oh, it's you guys. We heading out? Come on back if you change your mind.